Hey friends, this is Nicholas from KindKatch. Now, normally Cody, the penguin that you see on the screen, does these demos, but he has been on vacation for the last 6 months, and we just cannot get him to come back to the office. So we're going to try to do him justice today. And really, KindKatch is all about meaningful relationships and telling stories at scale. I live 90% of my time in the clouds, and I really see a world where organizations have the tools to build this unreal trust and loyalty. And I know that personal connection is at the heart of all meaningful relationships. Working in nonprofit for the last 10 years, I knew I needed to find a way to connect more with my supporters, but there wasn't a tool out there that helped me accomplish that. And so we built KindKatch. KindKatch is an engagement platform that's going to allow your organization to capture impactful videos and pictures and then share them directly via text and email with your supporters that helped make those amazing moments happen. Think of it kind of like Snapchat for your organization, able to capture quick moments and share it out with your supporters. It really was built out of the nonprofit industry. I started a nonprofit about 5 years ago and saw that it was a really tough battle with donor engagement and retention. I started using video to engage my donors in a personal way and saw an instant turn of that tide and really believe that storytelling is the solution. But sometimes storytelling means so many things, it means nothing. It's really about how do you tell stories at scale, but in a personal way. And that's what we've built with KindKatch. So just to break down the technical side, KindKatch has two main parts, a mobile application and a desktop application. The mobile app is where you're going to capture 90% of your content. You can have any number of users also on the mobile app capturing content at scale, and all of that content is uploading to one shared media locker. You can also share from the mobile app to any numbers of supporters that you have in your system. On the desktop side, that's where you can go a little bit deeper into your content and to your supporters. You can add and manage your users there. You can do some more tagging of your media and your supporters, and you can do a deeper dive into the engagement history. What kind of stories have you been telling individual supporters along that journey? And it's really all about those emotional investments. So often in nonprofit, we want to make some kind of withdrawal from our supporters. And when we get that no, we wonder why, when really it's about emotional investments. And if we can invest enough into our supporters, then those withdrawals are going to be much, much easier conversations. Looking at the pain of the current state of donors. So we have a nonprofit supporter, and we'll call her Chloe. So Chloe chooses an organization to support. She'll give some donation of money or time. Sometimes it's both. And most often, that organization is going to send her an email. Maybe it's an auto email, maybe it's a personal email. And they're probably also going to write her some kind of letter of thanks at some point. She'll then get added to the organization's mass emailing list, where she'll get those mass newsletter updates quarterly, regularly, etc. She'll also probably follow the organization on social media, where again, she'll get those mass updates. The problem right now across the nonprofit industry is that we're losing Chloe's future support over half the time. And the problem gets even worse when it's a first-time donor. When Chloe's giving to a nonprofit for the first time, right now, she's actually not returning to give again over 81% of the time. And so we're spending a ton of hard-earned resources, time, and effort to bring people like Chloe into the family to give to our organization, only most of the time probably to spend more to actually bring her in than the lifetime value of her gifts. And so we ask the question, why doesn't Chloe stick? And when you talk to the Chloes of the world, she'll say things like, I just didn't really see how my donation was used. I kind of just feel like this number in a sea of supporters. No personal connection was made with me to the end impact, and this organization just didn't really make me part of the story. As we built KindKatch, we wanted to answer the question, how do we keep Chloe? There's no question that in today's society, video is becoming a king of engagement. to the point where just the couple minutes that we've been talking on this demo, thousands of hours of video have been uploaded to the internet. And it's getting to the point where video is making up over 80% of all internet traffic. But this is a huge opportunity for organizations that have a great story to tell, because people are 12 times more likely to watch videos than read a block of text. And more importantly, they're almost 6 times more likely to take some kind of action after watching a video versus seeing a picture or reading text. And so KindKatch was built for this moment. Chloe chooses that organization to support and gives that donation of time or money. Only this time, the organization is able to send a KindKatch to Chloe, thanking her personally and showing her her impact along the way. But it obviously wouldn't be very cool if you could just send one video to one supporter, because you could very easily just get Chloe's phone number and text her one video. The power of KindKatch is that it gives you the ability to engage not just one supporter, but hundreds of supporters in just a couple of minutes. Storytelling made personal at scale. And so some of the organizations using KindKatch today are doing some of the simple things, like thanking their supporters for their gifts of time and money, special event invites to galas or fundraisers, whether those be in person or virtual, providing those timely updates along the life cycle of a supporter. As someone gives, maybe they get a KindKatch right after their gift thanking them. Maybe a couple weeks later, there's another update of how the organization is using their support to make impact. And then a couple months after that, a friendly reminder to say hello. You can also reach out to prospects, a friend of a friend who comes to that golf outing or 5K that you want to bring into the family and start to become a regular recurring supporter. Engaging board members, a really important part of most nonprofit organizations. And most importantly, capturing those behind the scenes real moments. So in the nonprofit industry, there's no question that almost every single week things happen and we find ourselves saying, gosh, I just wish our supporters could see the impact that we're making together. We really believe that this quote sums up eloquently what we're building with KindKatch. It is all about building a strong base of individuals through trust and relationships, and keeping them on board as part of the family at well above some of those average retention levels that we talked about a couple slides ago. And so that's the why behind KindKatch. Now we're going to take you to the car, open up the hood, and show you the engine. So first, let's head over to the desktop. Here we are at the desktop. First, we're going to talk about the desktop, and then we're going to show you the mobile app. So the desktop starts with a very simple dashboard, and it was built simple for a reason. There's 3 high-level metrics that we're tracking on this dashboard. The first is amount of media uploaded. So for every new photo or video captured and uploaded, this number is going to increase by 1. The second is media sent out. So one video sent to one supporter is 1 share. One video sent to 10 supporters is 10 shares. And the third number is amount of content viewed. So every time a supporter watches a video, this number is going to increase by 1. We're also tracking that engagement over time here, so you can see what that looks like in a graph. The heart of the platform comes in inside the media locker. Inside this locker is where all of your content is captured and stored. You can search inside this locker by any number of tags, which all media have tags on them, as well as a name. You can also search by the date that it was uploaded, and all media has a status. And so we're going to talk about this under review status in just a little bit, but really all of your media will eventually make it into an approved or a rejected state. Rejected being things that you're never going to use. It was 30 seconds of someone's foot. Approved being, wow, great video. I think that we can send this out, if not once, many times to supporters. Then under review state is reserved for a particular role on the platform called a content creator. That's someone who can capture content, upload it to the locker, but it immediately is in that under review state. You can always see what kind of content you have under review by just clicking that items under review and seeing what your content creators have captured. You can do a deeper dive into a piece of media as well, and you can share it out from this locker. But first, we're going to answer the question, well, who do I share it to? And that's where the supporters tab comes in. Inside the supporters tab, you have all of your supporters, and you can search here by name or by tag. You can add supporters individually if you want to just bring someone into the platform super quick, or you can also import your supporters using an Excel file. We give you the headings and the Excel template here that you can download, and you just import those supporters in. Now it's time to send out a KindKatch. So you can go to your locker, hit share, and choose who you want to send it to. Also from the locker, you can do a deeper dive into a piece of media. Here you're going to be able to see who on your team captured that piece of media. You can rename it, retag it, change its status if you want, or again, you can share it from here. On the share media page, we're choosing who we want to share this to. So let's say that you were taking a photo or video from the April Building painting campaign. You want to show everyone who gave to the April Building painting their support in action. So you could search for building painting. You could add the 3 folks who supported that campaign. And now you're going to add the last level of customization. So for sending via email, you'll make sure that you have an email subject in there. The notification message is what's going to be in the body of the email and also in the text message copy if you decide to share via text. The video page content is going to be what is shown just above or below the video or photo on the landing page that we're bringing that supporter to. The call to action button text and link is going to be whatever you decide that you want the button underneath that media that's sent out to say and where it will take someone. So we can preview this page as well by clicking preview. This will open in a new tab and we can see what that landing page is going to look like. We've got our organization logo, the message, the video itself, and the learn more at kindkatch.com button, all chosen by us. So we can send this out as a text or we can send it out as an email. Now the cool part here is if you're sending this to, let's say, 10 supporters, maybe you have the phone number for 3 of them, but you don't have the phone number for 7 of them. Well, if you choose send us text as your primary delivery method, those 3 are going to get a text message. The other 7 are going to get it as an email. So no matter what, it's going to send out to your supporters. So we can click send as text and share. And then we're right back to our locker with that successful message. Now, as you're sending out campaigns, you can also track those inside the campaigns tab. So you can see what campaigns you've actually sent out, how many people you sent it to, how many clicks you've gotten on the CTA, and how many views you've gotten on the campaign. Inside the My Account section, you've got 2 tabs here, My Organization and Users. Inside the My Organization tab, this is where you're going to customize your profile. So whatever name you put inside the name field, that's what will show on all of your notifications that go out. Your logo will show up on that video landing page. You can choose your defaults down below here. So your default call to action link and button text, your default notification message, email subject, and share page or video page message. Now you're choosing default here in case you're in a super quick hurry and you need to get some content out right away, then you already know that these are going to be populated with the copy that you want. Last part of the desktop here is the users. Here is where you're going to be able to add and manage users on the platform. Now there's 3 main roles on the platform: administrators, content managers, and content creators. Administrators have the highest level of permission. They have full account privileges across the board. So they can add and invite users, they can capture media and share media, they can add supporters and edit supporters, and they can edit the My Organization details. They have full access across the platform. Just below an administrator is a content manager. A content manager can do everything that an administrator can except this admin functionality of adding and managing users. But they can do everything else across the platform: capture media and send, add supporters, edit them, and edit the My Organization details. Below a content manager is a content creator. Content creators can have access to the mobile app. but they can only capture media. When they capture media, it goes into the locker in that under review status where you can then see what your content creators have captured. Content creators cannot see your supporters, your campaigns, or your My Organization details. So that's it for the desktop. Now we're going to head over to the mobile app. So the mobile app starts by getting right down to business. The home page of the mobile app is inside your media locker, where all of the media that you've captured is stored. When you're ready to capture that meaningful moment, something amazing's happening, you open the mobile app and hit that pink upload media button. Here, you're going to be able to either pull from your camera roll or capture that moment as it's happening through photo or video. So again, if you're painting the building in April and you want to show all the supporters who helped make that possible, their support in action, you capture that moment, you can name it, tag it, and save it. So if you're in a hurry, you can actually skip this and name it and tag it later. But if you have a few seconds, you might name it April Building Painting and tag it with your events tag. Hit save, and it's right back inside your locker. Now from here, you can share as well. Just select the piece of media that you want to share, hit that share button, and now again, you're seeing a condensed version of what you saw on the desktop, the ability to choose that notification subject message, the share page content, and the call to action button text and link. Again, these are pre-populated with those defaults that you chose inside your My Organization settings. Hit that next button and you're able to choose who you want to send this to. Again, you might search for building painting donors and you might hit add all, add them all in, and now you're ready to send this out. You're going to choose now what type of delivery method you want to use. And again, we're choosing a primary method of delivery here. So if you send it as a text, whoever you have a mobile number for will receive it as a text. Everyone else will receive it as an email, or you can send via email as the primary method. You get that oh shoot button because every good tech platform has an oh shoot button, but you hit yes share, then you're right back to that media locker with that shared successfully confirmation message. So what does this look like from the supporter's side? Well, when a supporter receives an email, it might look something like this. You've got the subject line that you chose. It says hello and first name of supporter, and then the actual notification message that you chose. Now, when they get the email, they can click anywhere on this thumbnail or they can click the view your message here, and then they're taken to that landing page. If it's sent as a text message, they're going to get just a thumbnail image of the video, and then they're going to get that notification message and they can click on the thumbnail preview and they're brought to those landing pages where again you get to customize your logo, your message, and your button text and click destination. When we say why KindKatch, we really believe that not only should every organization have a Chloe who comes back to give again and again, but we believe that given the right tools and with help telling the right stories, every organization can have a million Chloes. And we want to help you do just that. Thanks so much for listening to the demo. We hope to talk to you soon.